Welcome everyone to the full moon in Sagittarius Feng Shui, I think the best full moon of the year, at least so far. This is the one that energizes the big dreams, that urges you to take the big leaps, that says you have this moonshot goal and it's time to invest in it. It's time to make things happen. And so on this full moon before it, this is one you want to prepare for, or one you want to take advantage of. Even if you're listening to this after the moon on the 11th of June, take advantage of this energy of these themes, because this is the stuff that can just rocket you into the stratosphere. That's what this is about. It's been a while since I've been on video. I've had, talk about a year. Do you feel like this year is finally like heating up, where there's so much to do? All of a sudden, there's so much happening. I'm really glad I'm back. There's going to be nonstop Feng Shui, so many videos coming. If you're not following along, please consider following along. If you like the video, like it. I always forget to say that, so I'm going to say it at the start, and we are going to dive into this Sagittarius full moon. And this moon is really exciting because there's Mars energy in perfect harmony. It's so much fire in a good way. So much fire in a good way, not fire in a frantic way. Fire in a way that it makes you focus. Fire in a way that it makes you bold, courageous. Fire in a way where you are open-hearted and excited, but not fire in a way where you're frenetic or running around. I recently got one of these rings. I don't know if you guys have like a fitness tracker that you wear, a bracelet or a ring. I've resisted getting these things for a really long time, and I got a ring con. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not being paid to say it. I love this thing. It has really shown me a lot about the difference, even in how much and how great I get things done in a day, and how fulfilled I feel and how amazing I feel versus my stress levels and how amped up I am. And the more calm I am, the more brilliant things are. And I don't think it's just me. I've seen this time and time again. It's interesting to have actual data now, looking at my heart rate, looking at all of these stats. And it really shines a light on how much we have associated being really motivated with hustling hard, being really excited with pushing yourself past limits where you need to rest. This is not a time where you're going to feel bad. This is all about feeling good. And you'll see we have tomorrow, when I'm filming this on the 9th, we have Jupiter moving into Cancer, and that's going to be the best year ever ahead in terms of great fortune. There's so much good coming. So really take this in. To harness fire, to stand in your power, is often extremely calm, extremely present, extremely focused, very open-hearted, very grateful, and you deserve to actualize your potential. And this is something that I really wanted to underline today, because I think it's so critical to everything about the second half of the year and even the many years ahead. You deserve to actualize your potential. And if you don't believe that right now, one of the things you can really decide on this full moon is to let go of the things in the way of you believing that you deserve to be successful. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve good things. And again, if there's something in the way, how do you let it go? This is a time where you do things in action. So the first thing you can do is look at your actual community. Are you sharing things with people who constantly fight with you or doubt you or tell you you can't do things, or, subtly go after you with little jabs and make you feel like it's not possible? These are the people where you can not talk about your big goals and big dreams anymore. Pretend like you abandon them, or just never tell them. Just don't talk to them about other things. You don't have to cut people out of your life. Just be clear that there are some things that you are going to keep sacred for yourself. Keep it to yourself. In fact, tell only the closest people that you want to support you, that you know are 100% supportive. Otherwise, just keep it to yourself. This is going to help you so much in terms of actualizing your potential, making things happen, because we have enough self-doubt. We don't need doubt from the outside world as well, right? So if you doubt yourself, you don't need it compounded. You need people cheering you on. And from now on, you're going to cheer yourself on. Another thing that you can consider doing is challenging your beliefs about yourself in action. So if you tell yourself, I'm weak, I'm just not athletic, you become more athletic every day. If you've been telling yourself, I'm just not good at this, I'm not good at learning languages, you challenge that belief by practicing every day until you get good. The only way that you are going to change anything is by actively changing it. We have too much data and mind stuff going on. And this is a time to start dropping from your mind into your full body, because you don't actualize your potential by just thinking about it all the time. You actualize your potential by embodying it and living it. And that's what we do with Feng Shui. You're embodying and living things. You're living within everything that you want. And that's so incredibly powerful. So if you're thinking a lot, instead, just decide, okay, I feel like I don't deserve this because I'm not good at this, because I think I'm not good at tests, or I think I'm not good at leadership. You're going to change that. Decide. You're going to change that in action. You're never going to just figure it out in your head. You've got to actually prove it. So what is that for you, and how can you prove that? Because it will make a really big difference. And this idea of motion is very important right now. Motion, motion, motion. Changing your beliefs in action, but also staying physically in motion. When you get in your head and you start thinking, everything gets stagnant. And you start to go in circles, and then you start dropping your energy, and you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. No, stay in motion. Think about ways that you can be more physically active. Even think about ways that you can shake up. And we're going to talk about this in your home as well. Shake up what you've been doing. If you've been doing the same drill at work every day and you're getting similar results, instead decide, okay, I'm going to shake this up. And one of the best ways during this full moon and all the time to come in the months ahead to shake things up is to be more sincere in your actions. So it's not just taking action, but taking sincere action, meaning you're invested in the action you're taking. That's going to make a really, really big difference. Now, this is the time to open doors to new opportunities. You opening the doors. You opening the doors. You don't have to think about the doors just magically swinging open for you. They will. But I want you to think of how you can open the doors. And this is where we're going to start getting into being proactive about that moonshot, that big dream, that thing that you want. It's time to start making it happen. You may need to actually knock on people's doors, send emails, show up places. Random emails in my inbox have turned into huge career opportunities. Don't discount the power of reaching out and asking for things, reaching out and proposing things, reaching out and applying for jobs. Take action to open the doors that you want open. Even just getting meetings to speak with people who inspire you, or you can get some advice and really start moving. Take action. Open doors to new opportunities. And then energetically, you can open doors to new opportunities by first and foremost starting to declutter your home. That is always going to be door opening. That's always going to open opportunities. And we could talk about that endlessly. But right now, this month, there's something very exciting coming. You can start decluttering right now, cleaning your house, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But also, the free Feng Shui money class is starting, and it is the door opener energetically to new opportunities, new things, all the new. So right now you can go to the link, which is below or above, depending on where you're watching this, and you can sign up and you can get started in a few days. It's going to be starting in a few days. So sit tight, probably a week. Everything's getting prepared. Everything's being supercharged this year. This is a time to supercharge. Again, we're going to talk about shaking things up, upgrading. We're supercharging everything. The Feng Shui school supercharged. This whole program, this free class is being supercharged. I want you to have the greatest experiences. I truly believe we're headed into the greatest time ever, and I want you to experience all of it. Now, to shake up the energy in your home right this second, start doing things in new ways in your home. So if you always clean in the same way, clean in a different way. Learn a new method, do something new, move things when you vacuum if you never move them, do something fresh. Maybe you decide, oh, I'm going to wash the windows. I never do that. You're going to think of new things that you can do to open up new energy. You're not doing this gratuitously. You're doing this because every action you take to change your home changes you. Every action you take to change your space changes your life. And I mean that sincerely and profoundly. And so as you start doing this, you will start to see this whole chain reaction of things opening up for you. Now, to take this to the next level, you can actually shake up a whole room. If you have a room that looks the same and always looks the same, maybe you get new flowers, maybe you get a new centerpiece for your dining room, maybe you put new art on the walls. Maybe you say, this is the time I'm going to just finally redo this, or I'm going to get new bedding, something that I've always wanted. Again, think about this as like something I've always wanted is finally going to happen. I'm making it happen. And you can do this in resourceful ways. You don't have to go nuts and, spend $1 million if you could do this very simply. So shake up your home and give it a new look, restyle things, move things around. Don't worry about Feng Shui rules right now. I don't care about Feng Shui rules ever. I want you to think about seeing something new that makes your heart sing. That is going to be your big energizer for this moonshot, this big goal, this big leap, so that nothing is in your way. So you know you deserve it and you know you're ready to go and do it. Now, the one last thing I want to touch on in this video is that, and we'll do a whole video on it, Jupiter, the planet of all great fortune, the planet of expansion, of all things good, is now going to be in Cancer, starting, as I said earlier, tomorrow as I'm filming this. And when Jupiter is in Cancer, it is a year of excellence. It's a year of more love, more money, more expansion, more greatness. This is where Jupiter can do its biggest and its best. This is where Jupiter can give you everything. And so I can't think of a better way. Jupiter goes into Cancer and then boom, we have this full moon in Sagittarius that says, you can have it all if you go for it. So if you want to make this an extraordinary time, get into your home, because Cancer is a sign that has a lot to do with your environment and your home, feeling at home, your family, your environment, your community, your home, the love in your life. And as you change your home, as I said, you transform your life. And this is the Feng Shui year of all years in terms of this Jupiter expansion. So you may see when you shake things up in your home, even more stuff starts popping for you in your life. So dig in and start making this happen. And again, you can sign up for the free Money Feng Shui class. Right now, it is going to start probably in a little less than a week. I want to get it up as soon as possible, but I want it to be so awesome for you. I'm getting ready for a big, many, two big moonshots, but really one that's huge. And I feel like there's something beautiful about saying, you know what, I deserve to give myself a shot. I deserve to shoot my shot. I deserve to really just take that leap to see what happens when I go for it. I deserve to see what happens when I try. I'm going to allow myself to try this. I'm going to allow myself to go all in, not a little bit of it, like, no, all in. Even if you can only do it little bits at a time, all in. You are committed. You're going to see this thing through. I remember 20 something years ago when I started doing all this, and I was spending a lot of time developing this feng shui method and doing all these things and studying, and people were like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? And I was like, I don't know. I just really like it. And I just started tuning out those voices and kept going. And it was my first big moonshot. I mean, it could have led to absolutely nothing. And I feel like we all have something like that. That's kind of what I'm doing for myself again. I feel like I need that big leap, and maybe you do too. So now is a wonderful time to dig in and take these great big leaps forward. It's going to be epic. Thank you all so much for being here. And again, you can get the free money feng shui class. If you haven't liked, subscribe, please do. Share what your big leap is going to be. And I will be back very soon with way much more. Bye, everyone.